Patreon has facilitated over 10 billion in creator earnings. But here's the brutal truth. Creators leave at worrying rates, not because they lack talent, but because the system rewards maintenance over meaningful progress. In my view, this isn't a retention problem. It's Patreon fundamentally misunderstanding what sustainable creativity actually looks like. Today, we're exploring 3 radical shifts that could transform the entire creator economy. Patreon now supports 25 million plus paid memberships and pays out 2 billion plus a year to creators. But here's what's fascinating. Despite massive scale, the platform is built on a flawed assumption that creators are content vending machines who should produce consistently to earn consistently. I believe Patreon could completely revolutionize creator sustainability with 3 strategic moves that honor how creativity actually works at the soul level, not just the transaction level. To understand why these ideas matter, let's examine what I call Patreon's creativity crisis. The platform optimizes for monthly recurring revenue, which creates what psychologists call extrinsic motivational dominance. Creators stop creating from inspiration and start creating from financial anxiety. This leads to creative burnout, lower quality work, and eventual platform abandonment. Meanwhile, patrons experience subscription fatigue. They're paying for content they may not want every month, leading to guilt during churn when they don't engage consistently. The solution isn't better creator tools or lower fees. It's completely reimagining how creative work gets funded and supported. First strategy: transform Patreon from monthly maintenance payments into creative project investment, where patrons fund specific creative dreams and ambitious projects rather than ongoing content obligations. Instead of subscribing for regular content, they become investors in creative projects they're genuinely excited about. Creators propose specific projects, writing a novel, creating a documentary, launching in a series. Here's the breakthrough. Patrons choose which projects to fund based on their personal interests and the creator's track record. A creator might have 3 active projects: a 5,000 photography book, a 15,000 podcast documentary series, and a 2,000 online workshop. Patrons can invest in 1, 2, or all 3 based on what excites them. A creator proposes a 6-month project to print an illustrated children's book about climate change. They need $8,000 total, $3,000 for illustration software and equipment, $2,000 for professional editing, $2,000 for the time, and $1,000 for printing the first 100 copies for backers. Instead of hoping 400 people will subscribe at $20 a month for 6 months, they present the specific project. 160 people invest $50 each, and because they're generally excited about this particular book, the creator gets full funding upfront to focus entirely on the project without financial anxiety. This eliminates the content treadmill entirely. Creators stop worrying about what do I post this week and start thinking, what meaningful project do I want to bring into the world? Patrons stop feeling guilty about unused subscription content and start feeling excited about specific outcomes they help create. Patrons become genuine collaborators in creative dreams rather than passive consumers of regular content. They receive updates on project progress, behind-the-scenes access to the creative process, and the satisfaction of knowing they helped bring something meaningful into existence. This model allows creators to take on ambitious projects that would be impossible under monthly subscription pressure. Instead of creating 52 pieces of content per year to maintain subscriber satisfaction, they could create 3 to 4 meaningful projects that showcase their best work and generate genuine excitement. Transform creators from content producers into what I call wisdom guides. Mentors who share not just their creative work, but their life philosophy and personal growth journey. Here's what Patreon misses. People don't just support creators for entertainment or information. They support creators whose lives they want to learn from. But the platform only facilitates content consumption, not life mentorship. Imagine life labs, intimate monthly sessions where creators share their personal challenges, decision making processes, and live experiments. Not as content, but as mentorship opportunities where patrons gain wisdom for their own lives. A productivity creator doesn't just share organizational tips. They invite patrons into making actual decision-making process when they're choosing between projects, dealing with burnout, or navigating relationship challenges. Patrons learn not just productivity systems, but how to think about life design. This creates what I call evolutionary relationships, connections where both creators and patrons grow through shared exploration of life questions. Patrons aren't just consumers. They're explorers in the creator's journey of becoming. Creators could offer wisdom circles, small groups of 10 to 15 people, high-tier patrons who meet monthly for deep conversations about life challenges and growth. These aren't workshops or courses. They're authentic sharing sessions where creators model vulnerability and thoughtful living. When people feel genuinely connected to creators' growth journey, they don't just support for months, they support for years. Life mentorship creates emotional bonds that survive content quality fluctuations, topple changes, and creative evolution. And instead of creators feeling pressure to maintain personas, they are rewarded for authentic growth and vulnerability. Patrons receive value that extends far beyond entertainment. They gain life wisdom and emotional connection. Give Patreon communities actual governance power over creator support through what I call creative cooperatives, democratic communities that collectively guide creator direction and resource allocation. Instead of individual subscription decisions, patrons join creator cooperatives, where they collectively vote on which projects creators should prioritize, how much financial support creators need for specific initiatives, whether creators should take creative risks or maintain successful formats, how to allocate community resources between content creation and creator well-being. So, picture this. A creator wants to spend 3 months writing a book instead of producing regular content. Instead of losing patrons due to reduced output, they present this proposal to their cooperative. The community votes to provide project support, potentially higher funding to allow the creator to focus entirely on book writing. The cooperative might decide the book aligns with community values and collectively fund $50,000 for the creator's 3-month book retreat, understanding they'll receive the finished book plus behind-the-scenes documentation of the writing process. Each cooperative develops its own decision-making culture. Some might prioritize creator autonomy with minimal oversight. Others might want active involvement in creative direction. Some could focus on supporting creator mental health and sustainable practices. Others might emphasize ambitious project funding. This recognizes that healthy creative relationships are partnerships, not consumer transactions. When communities have actual power to support creator flourishing, they become invested in long-term creator success rather than short-form content satisfaction. Creators gain financial stability and community support for taking creative risks. Patrons gain meaningful participation in creative projects they care about. The relationship becomes collaborative rather than transactional. Here's where this becomes truly transformational. These 3 strategies create what I call the conscious creator ecosystem. The energy exchange honors natural creative rhythms. The wisdom economy deepens relationship purpose beyond content. The community sovereignty gives patrons meaningful participation in creative success. Together, they solve Patreon's core problem. The platform treats creativity like any other subscription business instead of recognizing it as deeply human activity requiring different support structures. No other platform could replicate this because it requires understanding creativity as a holistic life practice, not just content production. YouTube optimizes for use. Substack optimizes for newsletters. Only Patreon could become the platform that truly supports creative humans. These strategies matter because they address the root cause of creator burnout and Patreon churn: misaligned incentives and superficial relationships. Instead of optimizing for transaction volume, Patreon would become the platform where creative careers are built sustainably, communities form meaningful connections, and both creators and patrons grow together. So, what do you think? Are these approaches too radical for the creator economy, or exactly what sustainable creativity needs? Would you want your favorite creators supported through energy match funding rather than monthly pressure? Would you participate in governance of creative projects you care about? Drop your thoughts in the comments, especially if you're a creator or patron who understands these dynamics firsthand. If this resonated with your experience of what creators actually need, I'd appreciate a like to help others discover these ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one where we explore another company that could transform by honoring human nature alongside business metrics. Until then, keep questioning how the creator economy could better serve the humans who make it possible.